Good evening all and welcome to another episode of the Miner's Den Show. And we're getting prepared. Hopefully we've fixed a couple of the technical issues we've had over the last week or two. So we've made it now that you won't need to watch those silly ads. We've been able to fix that problem up. So hopefully, and let me know in the feed if you do see that tonight, guys. I'll say hello to a couple of people. Double Plugger Prospector, welcome. Hello to Gary, g'day to the Coffee Bush Kid as per usual. Walter, thank you for joining us. Brian, we also have Troy and Silvana. It's looking like a lot of people are getting on the feed tonight. And we've got lots of exciting things coming up on the show this evening for you guys. G'day Caleb, welcome. And look, it's getting very, very good. It's going to be very interesting over the next few months as many new machines start to roll out across the prospecting industry. And hopefully we'll have something to show you in the next month or two as well. Now, what else have we got happening? I think we're almost ready for me to be quiet for a moment. Welcome to everybody. I'll go quiet and we'll get stuck into the show very shortly. Welcome to the Miner's Den Show, Australia's most informative prospecting live stream. This is the place for the latest tips, tricks, videos and entertainment for the gold prospecting and treasure hunting enthusiast. In tonight's episode, the Coffee Bush Kid and I are out taking the Legend 2 for a run in the field. The Algo Force E1500 Plus gets another workout in the goldfields. I'll show off our brand new Miner's Den designed Algo Force E1500 protective covers. We'll head back to the underground in part 5 of our feature on the Central Deborah gold mine. And of course, there'll be another great giveaway. It's going to be a fantastic show. I'm Gold Digger Dave. Let's get digging.
There's nothing like the sound of gold under the coil when I'm out there swinging my detector. That signal so sweet when I hear that beep beep. Couldn't think of many things better. I heard some old tin that nearly got me in, and that piece of lead really had me sweating. But there's nothing like the sound of gold under the coil when I'm out there swinging my detector. All those little rusty nails I've dug to no avail, although the signal didn't sound good. But there's nothing like the sound of gold under the coil when I'm out there swinging my detector.
Right, well, there's no big nugget finds to report this week, but there continues to be many smaller finds coming into the shop in Bendigo, and that's important because the gold price looks like it might be starting to climb again. Over the past week, the gold price here in Australia has hit a bit of a wobble, dipping early in the week before bouncing straight back before, well, it's importantly sitting above the $7,000 per ounce mark. What that means for us as recreational prospectors is simple. Gold is very valuable. We're talking roughly around the mid 230s per gram, so even very small bits are now, well, very well worth keeping. Gold that was once considered, or gold areas that once considered only small gold areas, are suddenly worth revisiting, especially some of the old mullock heaps, the shallow diggings and the scraped hillsides. So if you've been waiting for the right time to head back to the goldfields, this is it. You don't need big nugget anymore. A handful of small bits can now make, well, a very good day out. Checking the live gold price, we can see that gold is currently trading around about the $7,318 per troy ounce Australian, or that works out somewhere around about the $235 per gram. Okay, well, our new Algo Force covers has arrived in store today, and I've decided to make it tonight's viewer giveaway. The two-piece cover set protects both the battery and the screen on the Algo Force E1500 and the standard Algo Force machines. I have two of these to give away tonight, one for YouTube and one for Facebook. Look, I'll go a little bit more in depth to it, what the cover does a little later in the show, but if you've got an Algo Force, you absolutely need one of these. If you don't have an Algo Force and you win, then you know where to buy a machine to fit your new cover. Simply comment in the feed and you could take home one of these premium covers. Entering is simple. Comment in the feed whilst we're live and stay tuned till later in the show when I'll announce the winners. Good luck and happy prospecting and treasure hunting. Okay, look, we're going to head straight out now into the field with the Nocta Legend 2 to hunt some coins and relics. Well, Mr. Coffeebush, as we've said, new detector, new chicken sticks,
Yep.
and boy, the targets are everywhere in here, aren't they?
They certainly are, Dave. It didn't take us very long to peg out, so to speak. There's chicken sticks everywhere. Denise, thank you. They're beautiful.
Absolutely perfect, easy to see.
Yep.
Without further ado, let's have a look at the first one here.
Yep.
I'll take him out there.
No worries.
The Legend 2 over the top.
Well, over the loud cars, we've got a nice 54-55, and it's all on the non-ferrous side.
Just
We're
down in there.
here.
Yep.
We're a couple bars down. Actually, I probably should give you
That one over.
that one. You take that.
Yep.
So we're somewhere down in there. There we go. Wasn't bad.
Nope.
And it's very small that it pinpointed to.
Okay, we can see where we are there now.
Just come back out from the target with the shark digger, and this does not bode well right from the start, but it is a very good example.
A beaver tail ring pull, is it?
That's it. It's it. Probably from the 80s, Dave.
Okay, very good. I'll put that one away, guys. Without further ado, a lot of noise here from the traffic guys, but it's the only way we can work on this site.
Yeah.
Let's go straight in and have a look at the next target. I think.
Still, it was a non-ferrous target.
Absolutely, non-ferrous. First time we've worked this part here.
There's that
Thank
one
you
for
for that
you.
one.
This one is a fairly solid 46, 47. I reckon it's right there, Dave.
Just turn it back on here.
Must be
Okay.
a bit deeper.
A little bit deeper.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Deeper's not bad.
Take him out, have a look here.
Oh, deeper's not bad, except when the soil
It's
is
rock hard at the
rock
moment.
hard. Yep, there we go. Let's tip that. There we go. Ooh.
We're down at the
Alright.
bottom there somewhere.
Yep.
Just-
I reckon I can get it.
Gently.
Oh, yuck. Have another feel
Okay.
down in there with the pinpointer, Dave. Wow. So,
We didn't get the whole bit this time.
just the beaver tail.
Okay, that's 2 out of 2, guys. Very close to each other. Obviously, there hasn't been much work done on this site, Mr. Coffeebush.
No, otherwise everyone would have got those.
That's
now,
right.
right behind you before you step backwards
Is the last
is the
one.
last one. There's that for you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh,
Okay, we've got nice clear signal there. What are we thinking? This one's in a different number range?
yeah, this one's 82 to 84. I reckon it's just down there. Yep,
We
Dave's
can
got
see it
it.
there. Yep.
I'm going to unfortunately say, my guess, Dave, is it's going to be an aluminium screw top lid.
Okay.
And I hope I'm wrong, and it's a sixpence.
Okay. Let's hope you are wrong with the first call. Down into the ground there.
Yeah,
She's rock hard at the moment,
pretty
guys.
rock hard. But I wanted to bring in the small hand digger so as not to get everyone worried that we're going to completely... Ooh! You're going to have to come in for this.
Well, this is exciting, Mr. Coffeebush. You did call either a bottle top or a screw top as we're coming down into the hole here.
We've got a nice bit of greenery there.
Yes.
And if we put you out of your misery... Whoa!
Look what we've come up with down here. He said either a coin or a
Hold on to that.
either a coin or the bottle top. Luckily, it's come up as a coin.
But it's not a sixpence, Dave.
It's not a sixpence. I
Wrong
think,
flavour.
wrong flavour, but a coin nonetheless. It's a very good find.
1 cent piece. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. 2 bits of ring pull. I had a complete one and a part one, and the third one's come out as a 1 cent piece. First time with the new chicken sticks? Maybe it's some new luck for Gold Digger Dave and the Coffee Bush Kid. Well, look, I must say that was the first time I've been out with the Algo Force, with the Legend 2. Magnificent little trip there, just a little spot around the corner from the shop. And very, very impressed with the stability of the numbers. I'm sure as we get more used to it, we'll be able to give you some, serious updates on what this machine can do. Fantastic on our first trip out. All right, let's move along now to the amazing discoveries, and this time we're looking at the Staffordshire hoard. This was one from a bit while ago, but in July of 2009, an English metal detectorist named Terry Herbert headed out to a farmer's paddock near the village of Hammerwich in Staffordshire. It was an ordinary permission, a field that had been ploughed for years, and he'd already searched it before. Within minutes of turning his detector on, he got a signal. He dug down only a few inches and uncovered a small piece of gold. Thinking it might be broken ornament, he rescanned the hole, and out came another signal, and then another and another. Over the next few days, he carefully kept detecting the same patch, and he realised something unbelievable. The ground was full of gold objects. Archaeologists were called in, and then they uncovered what became known as one of the most important archaeological discoveries ever made in Britain. The site contained over 3,500 individual pieces of gold and silver, most dating back to around 14,000 years to the Anglo-Saxon period. Many were sword fittings, helmet decorations, and warrior gear, effectively the treasure of high-ranking warlord or royal armoury. The hoard weighed more than 5 kilograms of gold, making it the largest collection of Anglo-Saxon gold ever found. The treasure was only about 10 to 20 centimetres below the surface in a paddock that had been farmed for centuries, meaning thousands of people had walked over without knowing. The find was eventually valued at around about £3.3 million, and under UK treasure laws, the reward was split between the detectorist and the landowner. The discovery proves a lesson many experienced detectorists now know. The best finds aren't always in remote locations. Sometimes they're in the ground that has been searched, just not searched properly or not searched with modern equipment. One slow swing over the right patch of ground can literally change history. Okay, so that was this week's amazing discovery, guys. If you've got questions, drop them into the feed, and we'll try and answer them during the show. I did have one from Matt H last week, so Matt, I didn't get a chance to answer that this week. We'll give you an answer next week on next week's show, though. Now look, we've got our product spotlight tonight, and it's our Algo Force E1500 and Algo Force standard machine covers. There's been a lot of people asking about this for quite some time. Happy to say that we've finally landed in store. After plenty of back and forth with the manufacturers to get them exactly how I wanted them, the -10 designed Algo Force protective covers are now in stock. If you own an Algo Force or the 1500 Plus, then you know these machines, they spend their life in harsh environments. Dust, heat, spin effects, dirt, rain, and the inevitable knock on a rock or two, maybe floating around in the back of the ute as you trip around the goldfields. Now, the control box cover and screen are the heart of the detector, and unfortunately they are the most expensive part to repair or replace. This cover isn't just a basic sleeve. It has been specifically designed by -10 to suit the machine properly. It accommodates different battery setups, fits neatly around the controls, and includes a built-in screen protector. So, fine gold dust in the fields is incredibly abrasive. Even wiping the screen over a season can permanently mark it. Once the screen is scratched, it affects the visibility and resale value. You can leave the cover on permanently, or if it doesn't interfere with the charging or the battery changes. They arrived in today and are already online at just $85 per set. It's an inexpensive insurance for your machine. It's available right now in store. So look, I've got one here, the set of covers. I'll just grab the Algo Force E1500 Plus. whack it up here for you guys. It'll come back into focus in a second. Okay, so we've got the screen cover here. It's got a little hole in the back of it there that will allow the speaker on the back of the machine to still put its sound out nice and easily. Slip straight over. Nice and simple, that one. We'll take the little straps off the cover here. Got one across the front as well to help keep some of the dust out. Just a matter of lifting up the machine, sliding it in, lift it up over the back here, across the top with one strap. Now you can pull these straps tighter, so as I'm doing this, I can pull this nice and tight, pull it up on this side so it fits nice and snug on the machine. I'll just tighten that one up at the back there. Across the front here, I've also got the strap to tie across. Round the front, simple as that, guys. You've now fitted the cover to the Algo Force or the Algo Force E1500 Plus. Nice and simple there. Available online, as I said, and you can pick those up anytime now or in store, of course. The Melbourne covers are on the way to the store now, so if you're going to Melbourne, just give it a day or two and Chris will have them down there as well. All right. We're going to head back into the Central Deborah Gold Mine in Bendigo as we go underground in the last part of our series.
It's an old German Cornish technique. Quarter turn at a time, tip away a hole in the rock, big enough to fit explosives. Looks a little bit like this in action, a little bit. So that drill right there is over 140 years old. It weighs 150 kilos and can drill a 1 metre hole in around 40 minutes. Heaps quicker. Still a two-man operation. One man at the back operates it. Alright, compressed air's coming in at the back and you've still got a second miner at the front doing quarter turns for you. But all these drills they're just big hammer drills, and there was a massive problem with drills like these. They kicked up heaps of dust. Dust fills the air, miners breathe it in. What they're breathing in contains silica, natural type of glass. I sat on their lungs and they developed something called silicosis, or miner's complaint. The life expectancy of a miner using a drill like this was around 40 years of age if he got lucky. That's why they nicknamed them widowmakers. I'm 40. If I was a miner in those days, well and truly dead. And it was a horrible way to go. Silicosis was the biggest killer on the goldfields at that time, more than any other cause of death, particularly in Bendigo, but give them credit. They figured out that all you had to do to get rid of dust was have a man standing here with a hose of water pointed at the hole. Only took them roughly 20 years or so to figure that out. This drill though is my favourite. This is our drifter drill. This is the drill we use here at Central Deborah for the entire 15 years the mine operated. Now these drills initially came along in the late 1800s, I should say. But what you need to know about them is that your drill steel's hollow. So that means, as the miner drills, he can pump it full of water and get rid of the dust. Turn it into a mud. It's called slurry. So they got rid of the dust problem. And all that water running through there also means the drill tip stays cool, so it stays sharper for longer. More efficient and effective. This drill could drill a 1.5 metre hole in around 15 minutes. I'm going to turn this on, but it is going to be super loud. So what I need you all to do, as best as humanly possible, blocking your ears for me. As best as you can, block those ears. Man at a time if you had to. They still run on compressed air. Still got your hollow drill steel to pump it full of water and get rid of dust. And air leg drills could drill 2 metre holes in 5 to 10 minutes. It was more efficient, it was more effective, and in the 50s, they were too expensive. There's lots of good reasons the mine closed. One of those reasons, they were using old, outdated equipment. If they were able to purchase air legs in the 50s, happy days. They might have been able to operate for longer. They just couldn't afford them at the time. Still used in modern mining now, by the way, small projects, but they do get used. Just drill them wherever you feel like it though. Drill them into patterns. It's the most effective way you can blast this rock apart. And the pattern we use here at Central Deborah is the one that's jammed in the corner over there. It's called the Bendigo drag cut. It was developed for use here in Bendigo wherever those drifter drills were used, like the one I demonstrated for you. It's based off an old Cornish pattern. Of course it was. Now you start off with the holes at the top called back holes, and every half metre down or so, drill more holes till you reach these yellow ones that are angled down towards the floor. Right, they're called cut holes. They're supposed to be miners' waist height. Miners were short fellas in the old days. Last, once you drill out of those ones down there on the floor, they're called lifters. Clean those holes out and then pack them full of explosive, and our explosive of choice was gelignite. 3 to 4 sticks of gelignite in every hole. I used gelignite because it was safer, controllable. Wouldn't blast apart unless there was a detonator attached to it. Unlike early explosives like dynamite, which can blast apart for no reason at all. You can shake a stick of dynamite too hard, blow your arm off. Drop a stick of dynamite at your feet, blow your feet off. We like gelignite. I've got a blast cord there too. Blast cords cut to different lengths because you wanted these explosions over here to go off one at a time in a very specific order. Right? You needed these cut holes to blast down first. Bang! Creates a weakness in that rock. It gave us an area for all those other explosives above it to blast into. Bang, 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 one at a time. Blast up to the back holes. Last ones to go were your lifters. And their job was to turf all that rock and material into the crosscut or drive so it was easier for the next crew to clean up. Anywhere from 15 to 20 tonnes of rock and material. So to set all that off, mine had got his Bendigo bucket lamp, he'd light up all those fuses, and then he'd walk all the way back to the plat where we started our tour underground today, and that's where he stops, he waits, he counts. He counts all 20 explosions to make sure they've gone off. If he counted his 20, beautiful. Job was done. Into the mine cage, home time. But don't use explosive to create the weakness in the rock anymore, just use a bigger drill bit. Drill the weakness in the face. You can see it there in the middle. Round the weakness, drill smaller holes, diamonds, square shape patterns, out and out, so you reach the width and the height of the drive. It's the smaller holes we're filling with explosive. And we don't use gelignite anymore either. There's obviously far more modern explosives now. The two mines operating on the outskirts of Bendigo using emulsion as their explosive of choice. Not using blast cord to set it off, using electric detonators now. And they're certainly not just moving 50 metres and around the corner and hoping for the best like they used to do in the old days. Safety standards have changed just a little bit. Right, generally speaking, the whole area or the whole mine's evacuated. So it's not a bad thing. Safety's changed. But what we'll do, keep your eyes on this burn cut because I've got that wired up and ready to go. I'll show you what we're talking about in terms of a pattern or a sequence. Now, if you're a little bit sensitive to noise and you like to block your ears, you can. But you don't have to block them if you don't want to. That's completely up to you. All right? Ready? Fire in the hole. Starts nice and small around the weakness, moves further and further out, it expands the weakness. Basic principle all blast patterns are working on, expanding the weakness the miner creates. And they're going to blast back as far back as they can drill holes. Alright, so Bendigo drag cut that we used when we were operational, holes, 1.5 metres. Burn cut behind me that we used in the 80s when we expanded cross cuts and drives for tools down here. Holes 2 metres deep roughly. And it was never the sound they were listening for to count those explosions in the old days because they were deaf, they couldn't hear it. Right, so they count the vibration in the ground from each explosion. That's how they used to count it. From underground, it's called bogging or bogging out. And Central Deborah used a very sophisticated piece of equipment for that job. Yeah, shovel. 15 years worth of mine and that was it. That's all they were using to remove tons of rock from underground. Nickname for your shovel is the banjo because of the shape of it and the sound that it makes across those rocks. Now, miners are always working in pairs. Using banjos, they can fill a mine truck like that one in the corner with 500 kilos worth of rock in about 10 minutes. Then they have to push it back to the plat. Could be 500 metres away. Get an empty mine truck, push it back again, they weigh 120 kilos empty. And keep doing that until they got rid of up to 20 tonnes of rock, and that's before they drilled holes, and before they blasted the rock apart, on top of the other jobs they did, like building timber sets and sounding. That was your typical 8-hour shift every time you were here. Clear rock, drill holes, blow rock to bits, so the next crew could do the exact same thing. So you can move your cross-cut or drive 1.5 metres a shift. That's how Bendigo got all its gold out from underground during that era. A lot of hard work, a lot of effort. These sorts of machines came along and made life a little bit easier. This is what we call a rocker shovel or a rail bogger. Came along in the late 1930s initially, and they were designed specifically to work in small spaced mines like we would have had here. They ran on compressed air like drills, and you only needed the one man running them. We had a small platform hung off the side the operator stood on. His controls were here on the side, his bucket's there at the front. Drive it forward, pick up your rocks, swing that bucket over, and you throw it into the mine truck behind you, and you fill it in about 2 minutes. Heaps quicker. And it was never used here at Central Deborah for one good reason.
Tossed.
Yeah, banjos are heaps cheaper.
Yeah.
It always comes down to money and mining. These are cheaper than these, but you've got to remember by the end of the Second World War, there were only 4 mines left operational in Bendigo, and none of them had the money to purchase this sort of equipment. So even though it was available, it was never used during the historic period of mining in Bendigo. Post-Second World War inflation made them completely unaffordable. It's here now because we used them in the 80s when we expanded the crosscuts and dry splits.
All right, guys, if you'd like to check out the Central Deborah gold mine and head down underground like myself and the boys are doing, head to centraldeborah.com and you can see all of the tours, what's available, the pricing, everything you need to get yourself down a hole in the ground and learn more about mining in Bendigo. All right, well, it's been an exciting time going down there with the guys down below the surface. It's a little different from what we do on top of the ground, so I hope you've enjoyed that series. That was the last one we had of those. Might take you down again. There's a new tour going to start up soon, apparently, at the Central Deborah Gold Mine. When that comes out, maybe we'll go and do the trip again because I think it's a little bit more hands-on. And from what we've seen, it's super, super exciting. So check in there at Central Deborah Gold Mine and get yourself onto one of their trips. So I've got a few questions that came in the break. So firstly, Caleb asks ETA on the new nugget finder coils for the Algo Force. No ETA at the moment, Caleb, unfortunately. We're really keen to get our hands on some of the stuff that Rowan's got coming out. I'm sure that it's going to improve the performance of the E1500 or E1500 Plus for that matter, and we'll let you know right here on the Miners Den show as soon as that comes up. Gatto's asked, what's better, the E1500 or the E1500 Plus? Look, the machines are basically the same, Gatto. There's no difference between the two machines. It's just the E1500 Plus has had an adjustment to where the headphone cable comes. Was stuck on the back on the E1500. That's a bit of an improvement. Doesn't put as much pressure on the plug point there. I think now most people are only selling the E1500 Plus. I'm not even sure if the E1500 is available. Both machines are updatable with the software updates that Algo Force send down. So no difference at all, just positioning of a couple of items on the machine, and the 1500 Plus is the latest version of that crew machine. Hamburger Rambo. Well, hey guys, what products do you recommend for a starter with a pinpointer? Well, look, I absolutely recommend, if you wanted the best pinpointer on the market at the moment, you're going to go for the Nocta AccuPoint. Nocta AccuPoint is got a number of features on it, including iron discrimination, replaceable tips, it's waterproof, rechargeable battery. The list just keeps going on with what you can do with this machine. So that pinpointer is the best one. They also have, Nocta also have one that's one step back from that. It's a little bit cheaper, so you can get either one. One comes in at $259 from memory, normally $299. The other one comes in around about $159. Basic one, both are waterproof. Rechargeable battery on the Nocta AccuPoint is a very big plus for the machine, for the pinpointer. All right, guys, we've got a couple of questions there that we haven't answered again tonight that we'll try and attack again next week. And it's now time to move into competition time. And look, we've had a good number of entries in, and this week for the competitions, and in this week I'm looking at the entry from Shane F, who scored well from his can of Gold Digger Dave's Gourmet Pay Dirt. Shane said he had some fun panning and the single can was worth the cost. Look, everything varies with our cans and our pay dirt. You get some with rich mini patches and everything like that. You also get some tokens in it. So look, if you haven't tried Gold Digger Dave's Gourmet Pay Dirt yet, now is the perfect excuse. With gold price sitting up near record levels, this is a great way to practice your panning at home before heading out into the creeks or into the goldfields. As I said, one in every 10 bags, tubs, buckets, cans, whatever you happen to buy, contains something extra in either a collectible or redeemable token, and even the occasional rich mini patch. Gold Digger Dave's Gourmet Pay Dirt. As I keep telling you guys, it's no ordinary gravel. So Dave's deals, quick one to run over these for you. It's the last chance in February to grab hold of some of our deals. We've arrived at the back end of February, and it's officially your last chance to grab a proper Dave's deal before the month runs out. You can purchase a Nugget Finder 12x7 exceeder or Coiltech Goldhawk coil. You're going to receive a free lower shaft to suit. That's going to save you about $60. The Algo Force E1500 Plus ready to go pack remains at $2,950 with the bonus gear included. We've also seen a huge interest in the Nocta metal detector range. So it's been fantastic. It's great performance on coins, relics and gold at an exceptional value point. So you'll get great value if you're looking at a Nocta coin and treasure machine. You've got the crossover machine that can also do the gold as well in the Legend and the newly released Legend 2. By the way, if you're looking for a Legend 2, guys, they're actually in stock now at Miners Den. Jump online at any time and you can head to minersden.com.au and it will ship it straight to your door. Once February finishes, these offers finish as well. We'll have a new round of offers coming up in March, but if you're looking at the ones that we've got there now, jump on quickly, guys. Okay, now we'll head into our next video, and the next video is going to be on the Algo Force E1500 Plus. This is an older one I had sitting there that we hadn't played before, so let's head out to the goldfields right now. Well, Mr. Coffee Bush, we're back out in the whipstick again.
We are, Dave.
An epic little adventure we're having here, digging lots and lots of different targets.
Yep.
And you've got some more that you found earlier using the E1500 Plus.
Yep, with the 13x9 coil on. As you can see here, we are on the edge of the digging here. There is some wire, like fencing wire, in there that someone's thrown in, but I did get two nice little targets just on the edge.
Yep.
So let's take that one out and have a go at that,
Come in and have a
Dave.
swing in here. Certainly a solid target. Let's have a look what it comes up with. It's coming in at around about a 24 on that one there.
Oh, okay.
I'll take him out there.
Right.
Back a little bit. It's nice, hard, solid stuff there. So
Yep.
if it's still here,
Oh, hang on.
can we see something?
I think.
You did, and we could hear a clunk there.
Yeah. Piece of steel.
A little bit of steel. The magnet pick makes the job very simple again.
Yep.
Now, Mr. Coffee Bush, we've used these chicken sticks a bit. They're looking a little worse to wear, guys, but they still mark the targets for us.
Yep.
Okay, we'll come across here. That's a little bit fainter. Just going to hit it into the pinpoint again.
What have we got?
Okay, I'm getting 3s out to 5s.
Yep.
So again, if we were to go by what we saw last time, you'd probably think this is going to be potentially another larger piece of lead shot,
Yeah.
or a nice sized piece of yellow stuff.
Yep.
Let's have a listen. And we've moved him again, so he's just on the
that's not good.
surface. We're still checking everything here, guys. It's not a huge chance of it being a piece of gold, but you just never know in amongst the old workings.
All right, we may as well take it out. Try that. Right.
There's our front end there.
Yeah, try that. Ah,
Proving a little difficult to scoop up, but we've
got
got it
it.
on the third one. Third time lucky there for the Coffee Bush kid.
yeah, I'm not liking it. Though, in saying that, it's not uncommon to find gold in the fluff.
That's right, exactly. It's been done plenty of times before. You've just got to keep checking everything to get these kind of bits if it is a piece of yellow. Looking through again. Getting down to the last of the stuff now.
Yeah, I can hear a little, oh, there it is. Yeah, and again, it's still about that same size.
That's it.
But it's lead, unfortunately, but you got to dig them. Like numbers like that, as I said, I get excited when I see them.
Yep.
Because I go, cool, this potentially isn't lead shot. But sometimes it is.
It is. All right, Mr. Coffee Bush, that's another target in here.
Yep.
Take the little chicken stick out.
She's
Quite a
loud.
loud target. I'm just going to drop it into pinpoint quickly. You're looking at a 28, 27, it's coming in there.
Yeah, we're going to say, from what we've dug, we're going to say shot in. We're going
Yep.
to say piece tin.
Yes,
There's a lot of rubbish being dug here.
it's a lot of
dumped, I
fluff on the
should say.
top, this one.
Yeah, see how
But-
that goes. Oh, good. Good,
Still
good,
in
good.
there, still in there. We can get rid of this fluff and it's still there. We'll start to get a little bit excited.
Yeah, let's have a go at that, Dave.
That's in there.
It's in there.
Come back and grab a scoopful out. Just go over there with your hand, with this the scoop.
Oh, I got one
so
in
I've
there
got-
as well. That doesn't bode well.
It does not. Coming through here. Got him in your hand.
Yeah.
Gradually working our way through the soil.
Mm.
Back into here.
Can't even see anything.
Okay, we can hear something hit the scoop there.
Yeah.
A little
Still
ting.
can't see it though. What the hell is it that? No, it wasn't that.
Still there.
Oh,
Okay, we're seeing a little piece
Yeah.
of
wow. That,
little piece of
Dave,
steel there.
is a little piece of wire.
Yep.
And I would be nearly happy to say that the rest of that in there
Yep, is likely to be the same.
is potentially the same, yeah.
So at this stage, you probably get your little pick
Yeah.
and run it over that stuff. And if you've got one of the premium magnet picks from Walco, then it'll save you a bit of time. We pick up anything else that's there.
Yeah,
Have another
there's
listen.
more of it again.
We've just about removed most of it, I think, there, Mr. Coffeebush.
Yeah,
Might be
yes,
some
there's
more
a lot,
small bits.
there's a lot there.
That's it.
All right.
Well, that was it for this little dig, Mr. Coffeebush.
Certainly was.
We're out in the whipstick. Fantastic day. And you're at home watching the Miner's Den show. Well, look, the Miner's Den demo days are back, and this one is a different one. It's actually dedicated to the new Nocta Legend 2. For years, for those who've been thinking about upgrading, it's been a hard decision for many detectorists. The Legend 2 is changing that conversation by delivering modern multi-frequency performance at an accessible price. Hosted by myself and the Coffeebush Kid, we'll show you exactly how it performs in real situations. So look, the Melbourne demo day is on the 21st of March, and we've got the Bendigo one on Saturday, the 28th of March, both of those Saturdays. You're going to meet at the store 10:15 a.m. with the demonstration starting at around about 10:30 a.m. Yep, there'll be a sausage sizzle. We'll be ready around lunchtime. Look, the numbers are limited, so book your spots at minersden.com.au. Come along to the demo day. You're going to learn all about the Legend 2. So if you're looking for a great price on one of the best multi-frequency machines out on the market for coin and treasure hunting, then this is one you won't want to miss. Well, moving in now to announce the giveaway winners tonight. So tonight we had the two of the Algo Force protective cover sets, and it's congratulations to Robin and Mick on Facebook, and on YouTube it is Bruce V4257. So congratulations, guys. You've scored yourself a Algo Force cover set. Like I said, if you haven't got the machine, give us a ring. We'll get you into an Algo Force E1500 Plus, a fantastic mid-range PI machine for gold prospecting. If you've been announced tonight, let us know in the feed your details, or give the store in Bendigo a call tomorrow, and we'll get this organised for you and out ASAP. So Tom looks after that now for us. If you didn't win, these covers are now available in store or online at minersden.com.au. Well, that's episode 249 done and dusted. Before we go, here's a quick look at what's coming up on next week's show. More video of the Legend 2 in action. The Algo Force has taken another gold fossicking expedition. We'll check out more of the newer products that are in the Pro Series range and the Walco range now, and the first of our quick start guide on the Legend 2. A fantastic viewer giveaway and much, much more. I'm Gold Digger Dave. Thank you for watching the Miner's Den show.
There's nothing like the sound of gold under the coil when I'm out there swinging my detector. That signal so sweet when I hear that beep beep. Couldn't think of many things better. I heard some old tin that nearly got me in, and that piece of lead really